Today, Monday, is the start of the 10th National NUMSA Congress, and it should be a watershed affair, or at least it promises to be, and has some very interesting guest speakers, including Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan. But now, here with me, I have the General Secretary of NUMSA, Irvin Jim. Greetings, comrade. Hi. A watershed Congress?
Well, we're looking forward to a successful conference. The NUMSA, as you would know, with delegates prepares for a national conference. This was not a top-to-the-bottom approach. It started from the locals, where there's been discussions, and as a tradition and practice, we write up reports and we circulate them to the lower structures. And having done that, then there will be a national policy workshop where all views of the 9 regions get received, put together as composite resolutions. And of course, as the national office bearers, we have the duty and the responsibility to account, to present a report of the 4-year period. And you would remember that this has been a marathon of work, because we will be giving 2 sets of minutes here. The minutes of the 9th Congress and the minutes of the Special National Congress.
The Special National Congress, which was the one that created quite a fuss within COSATU and resulted in your eventual expulsion.
Yes.
I find it very interesting, last night at a special media briefing, you did mention something about referring to the Constitution and the Bill of Rights as a bourgeois document. I remember going back many years to the founding group within NUMSA, which was MAU,
Yes.
referring to the Freedom Charter as a bourgeois document.
Yes.
Are they both bourgeois documents?
Well, the Freedom Charter is a minimum program. It is not a socialist document, but we think that even though it is not radical enough, it would be, if it were to be implemented with a political will, it will present the South African population, both black and white, on a different platform, in that it will break new ground. It's a pity that the current ANC leadership has not done that. And from a union like us that does not believe in capitalism, that believe that socialism is the future, we think that it would have been the solid blocks, and it should be made solid building blocks towards roots towards socialism.
But aren't you actually isolating yourself then by calling yourself a Marxist-Leninist or socialist organization, when after all a union's job is to unite all workers, irrespective of political orientation, gender, etc.?
Well, I think the ideology of capitalism is greed, is maximization of profit, and the working class ideology is Marxism and Leninism. And
what do you mean by Marxism-Leninism?
Well, by Marxism and Leninism is a school of thought, is how we see the world.
It's a political school of thought. I would say belongs to a political party rather than a union.
Well, we can go back to the Communist Manifesto in 1848. This is Karl Marx and Lenin, who basically would have seen the world in a particular way, who saw that capital would nestle and settle everywhere, and wherever it settled, it will basically exploit, and it's a system of greed. And they understood that what was fundamental was the fact that as it is nestling, as it is exploiting the working class, it is also building an army of the proletariat that will actually finally rise and overthrow the capitalist system.
But